a special program in living color on NBC.
It is about 9:20 a.m. on the 8th of August, and we're headed to the junkyard. So let's go see what we can find today.
C3 AI. C3 Generative AI works to enable rapid access to traceable, hallucination-free insights from enterprises using any LLM.
All right, so we're here at Buddy's. Got my stuff with me. First thing I like to do is go through and see what kind of stuff might be in the interior. Oh, yeah, I've seen this Crown Vic before. Yeah, they got a bunch of weird stickers all over it. Let's see. I found a good belt. That'll work. Always like to have spare parts. Ow. Let's see. This one have any cracks in it? No. I'll take that one too then. So aside from the track bar and caliper I need, this thing actually has a few other stuff I'd like as well. It has a little, a pull string right here for the fuel. It doesn't have the button for it. It's got the switch for the air shock, which my car needs, and it's also got this thing right here. Well, it did anyway. But that is something that I could use, definitely. Maybe not this one so much, but now for this job, I could not get my impact in there. It's too long. I just need an 18mm wrench. I had to back it up with another. Now up in here, you've got a backing nut, so that makes things a little bit easier. But make sure to bring some WD-40 with you when you do this. For this back piece here, I'm having to use a pair of channel locks because whatever nut that is, that's a lot bigger than an 18, and it's not welded or held into place. So yeah, bring an adjustable wrench. Now I'm after this caliper. To remove the two bolts that hold it on, you will need a 10mm socket, the ever elusive 10mm socket. And give me a second. Number 11 is what you'll need to remove the actual brake line itself. Now moving on to this little clickerator here, you're gonna need a, what is this, a 6mm socket? Yeah, 5.5mm socket. And take all this out. Make sure to save the fuel door filler cap because you're gonna need that clicker thing here. And that's what's gonna be taking this thing here's off. Something you don't see every day, especially at all anymore. You can tell this was owned by an old timer. That's how they used to keep track of, well, the ones who were legit. That's how they kept track of all the maintenance they did on their cars. You can also tell because he's writing in friggin' cursive, which you never see anymore. Ayn Rand, y'all. Well, I think I've got pretty much everything and some extra stuff that I needed. And now it's starting to rain. Hooray. Well, I outran the rain by jumping into a police cruiser with no driver's seat. It's not so bad, but I really don't feel like getting into my car soaking wet. There's all my parts in my wheelbarrow out there. Well, that's the end of that one. Ended up being about over $140 for everything that I grabbed, so I had to leave a few non-essential spare parts behind, and ended up paying a little over $90 for a decent amount. We'll go over that later, I suppose. I got a garage. Well, so I bought a punching bag for my son, then I come over here to... That fun? Yeah. Echelon Coffee. And I go to back into a space, miss the space, get that. This. It's just one of those days. So, yeah. It's a day. So, let's go over the treasures. My son's car, oddly enough, needed that. something to accessorize mine. Spare those things. Spare these things. A bunch of those. My son's car also needed this light bulb. Mine needed this because the one that's in there melted a while back. They gave me that. And this whiz bang for the fuel flap. That one that goes on the fuel flap, and these couple things go with it. I don't know what those are for. A spare ignition coil. Spare, I believe that's a evaporative emissions canister purge valve. I don't remember exactly, but I'll probably need it. Definitely needed this track bar for the left rear side and that caliper. That's an alternator that I'm working on rebuilding. It's been a day, and it's done.
This is WXYZ TV with studios and transmitter at Broadcast House, Southfield, Michigan. Channel 7 is owned and operated by the American Broadcasting Company. We operate with 316 kilowatts visual, 31.6 kilowatts oral power, as authorized by the Federal Communications Commission. For 34 years, Channel 7 has proudly presented news, top entertainment shows, useful information, and discussions of issues important in the lives of the nearly 5 million viewers in metropolitan Detroit. We hope we've made your day a little brighter. And we invite you now to tune to WXYZ News Talk Radio 1270 on your AM dial for news and information, or to WRIF 101 on your FM dial for music throughout the night. And we'll see you again at 6 o'clock this morning. Till then, we bid you a very pleasant good night and good morning.